Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Master channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about another interesting project that in my opinion has some really good short-term and mid-term potential, and this project is called Sperax or the SPA token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover in our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website sperax.io in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about sperax.io, I want to talk to you guys about Gateio. Gateio is a centralized exchange that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is by having a Gateio account and by investing in the low market cap gem tokens that they have, you are increasing your chance of getting a 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on those cryptos, right? And if you don't have a Gateio account right now, I suggest you to use the link in the description or on the screen right now in order to set up your Gateio account today so that you not only have a chance to make some really good gains, but you also get a 30% trading fee rebate. And on top of that, if you look at some of their options that they also have copy trading features, giveaways, as well as NFT boxes, which can increase your profitability significantly as well, right? And by using the link to subscribe to the Gateio account, you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. So going back to the Sperax tokens, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token and the information present on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Sperax? Founded in late 2019, Sperax is the open source development team focused on building software products on the Sperax protocol. So this project right off the bat was founded on late 2019, which was a decent while back, and it's a project that is aiming to be an open source development project built by a team which is also open source team. They are focused on building software products on the Sperax protocol, right? With the Sperax token or the SPA token at its core, Sperax has built the first auto yield stablecoin USDS and a suite of DeFi apps. So the Sperax platform has its own native token called the SPA token, which acts as the core of this particular platform. And using the help of the SPA tokens, what this platform aims to do is it has built the first auto yield stablecoin. So the token which we will be discussing is basically responsible for creating the world's first auto yield generating stablecoin called USDS, which is a product with its own accompanied suite of DeFi apps, right? So this is the background of this platform. The content is for informational purposes only, and obviously you should not, you should not focus on investing your money on something that you don't feel comfortable with, right? So that's the section that CoinMarketCap is mentioning on the second paragraph. But this is all the information that we have about Sperax on CoinMarketCap. So let's go to their website itself, which is sperax.io. So right off the bat, if you see on the top, they have an information that states auto yield is live, mint USDS for 11% passive income. So you get 11% passive income for minting USDS, right? So this is again something that when I came across this project, I was going through this with skepticism because this was pretty much sounding like a regular project. But when I went through the platform and saw the USDS and the fact that it does generate passive income about 11%, I was really surprised that why are a lot of people not really using this project or not even speaking about this platform, right? So that's one of the main reasons is that obviously the NFT space is kind of like the hot topic in the crypto space right now, and a lot of DeFi platforms, including popular DeFi platforms, are not really being focused on because people just want the next big thing, right? But when it comes to Sperax, they are actually providing an auto yield feature for a stablecoin. So just by holding the USDS stablecoin that you mint, you are earning 11% in passive income. And bear in mind that this stablecoin is actually pegged to the US dollar, which means it doesn't actually go up or down when it comes to volatility wise, and you earn a solid passive yield just for holding USDS tokens, right? Which is incredibly fascinating to me, and that's why I wanted to present this video to you guys. So when it comes to the website itself, is a pretty clean website, again connecting you with modern money, which is their main goal. Again, since I'm using this on the mobile version, certain words are jumbled up just like what you're seeing on the screen right now. But basically what they're stating is Sperax is dedicated to benefiting all financial lives with blockchain technology. That's their overall goal, and you can subscribe to their newsletter right away by inputting your email address and clicking the send button here. And if you see here, there's a cool graphic of their Sperax or SPA token, which I pretty much like since the day I saw this video. And if you see USDS, the first auto yield stablecoin. So that's the main focus of their platform, which is creating a stablecoin that provides an auto yield passive income component to it, pays sustainable interest regardless of bear or bull market. So this is the core thing that a lot of people want to find, because they want to find a way to make passive income regardless of whether the platform is in the bull market or in the bear market, or the crypto market in the bull market or the market. And therefore it seems like Sperax has figured out a way to achieve that. It may actually sound too good to be true, so that's why I want you guys to be your own researchers before you start diving into this. Again, I have done my research and I have actually purchased some USDS coins. For now, it seems to be generating good income, but again, I'm not trying to say that you should buy it because I bought it. You don't even have to buy USDS coins. If you feel like this particular token, which is the SPA tokens, is something that you would find as a good investment, you can buy the SPA token, again obviously after doing your own research, but you don't have to put any of your money on both the SPA tokens or the USDS tokens, because it is completely a project that is still in its early infancy phase, and I just want to present this as an informational video, right? So if you see, they obviously want to present an opportunity for people to make passive income both in the bull and the bear market, operated fully on-chain and governed by DAO for transparency and auditability. So again, this is another thing that I feel like this project is offering, which will be liked by a lot of people in the future, which is it is a decentralized autonomous organization, or it's governed by the DAO, which is basically people governing the platform instead of a few group of individuals governing the platform and potentially rug pulling the platform, right? So this platform is not governed by a few individuals. It's governed by people who hold the SPA tokens, and that's why the DAO exists, right? So it's also fully on-chain, and there's a lot of activities that happen on-chain, including governance itself. So that's another good thing, right? Designed to be scalable for mass adoption. So that's another thing that they're trying to design this platform to become a mass adopted platform. Discover USDS. So again, if you want to learn more about the USDS token itself, you can click on the Discover USDS button here. Again, as I mentioned, since I'm using this on the mobile version, there's a lot of word jumbling here. So my apologies for that. So if you see BDLS, a Byzantine fault tolerance proof of stake public blockchain. So that's their main focus. If you don't know what Byzantine fault tolerance is, it is a technical terminology which I suggest you to read through. There's a lot of videos that cover that, but it is a Byzantine fault tolerance proof of stake blockchain, which is pretty cool, right? And if you see, just with any other proof of stake blockchains, this platform is also highly scalable and it performs extremely well. It also has high security. So these are also some of the reasons why proof of stake is being more sought after. Even though proof of work also has a lot of benefits compared to proof of stake, people are choosing to go to proof of stake blockchains because of the scalability, transparency, as well as security, right? So if you see explore BDLS, if you click on that one, you can learn more about this. So early investors include Amber Outlier Ventures and a couple of other venture capitalists, which I can't really show you guys because of the fact that it's distorted on my phone. So I'm going to skip through that. So they do have a decent amount of less well-known venture capitalists, but it's good to have some form of venture capitalists backing this project rather than no venture capitalists backing the product. So they are definitely an underdog in the crypto space, right? So if you see keep up with Sperax, so you can keep up with them by following through the newsletters and monthly information that you can access. You can click explore more to explore more about their project. So here are some of the people who are vouching for this project. So they are obviously like spoken about in Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, Hacker Noon, CoinDesk, as well as Cointelegraph. And if you scroll below, they have other information about their BDLS lifted projects, as well as resources such as white paper, which I highly recommend you guys to read through. They are an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain, so it is an Ethereum-based project. So you can go to the Etherscan Block Explorer to find additional information about how many people hold this token and who hold this token and what's the proportion of people who hold this token. So let's say if there are any major whales and all that information by using the Block Explorer. And if you are a developer, you can participate in bounties and get SPA tokens in return, right? And there is, in addition, there's social media information at the bottom of the page itself, which you can use to become a part of their community, right? So overall, a pretty straightforward platform, which is less well known. I feel like they are providing, a very good resource, which will help people earn a lot of stable income by just holding a stablecoin. Imagine just by holding USDT or USDC and earning 11% interest just by holding the stablecoin, because it is basically working behind the scenes to give you passive income, right? That's basically what they have achieved with the USDS. It's going to be interesting to see what's the future of USDS itself. But let's go to the CoinMarketCap page to understand the Sperax or the SPA token itself. So if you scroll to the top, you can clearly see that this token is currently ranked 313th by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and is currently traded at 21 cents at the time I'm making this video, right? Again, if you take a look at the 24-hour price, it seems like the token has decreased to 5.81% in the past 24 hours. Again, it seems like the token is kind of going down. The market cap is only $154.2 million of market cap, which is quite impressive because of the fact that the project, without even having a lot of notoriety, has managed to cross the $100 million market cap. But again, if this project were to take off, then its market cap will increase significantly. And it's also good to see that a lot of people have trusted this project to put their money in, which is why more than $100 million of money is actually in the market cap. So it seems like there are a lot of people who are slowly starting to trust this platform because yes, it is a very undervalued and unrecognized platform, and a lot of people may associate this platform with a scam, but I personally don't feel like it's a scam based on what I've seen so far. But again, I could be completely wrong and I could lose my money. So please be very careful. Anything that you put your money in could be risky, right? So obviously the market cap does indicate that the project is kind of shrinking in its market cap, which means the token is kind of being dumped for the time being, because probably the overall market is moving sideways, and it's kind of like showing on low market cap tokens more than in the mid to high market cap tokens. But if you scroll below, you can clearly see that one of the major negatives of this project is the fact that it has an extremely high circulating max supply. So when it comes to the max supply, it is 5 billion tokens, right? So this, again, I definitely cannot justify the fact that this project has an extremely high token supply. I know we've covered a lot of projects that has more than 100 million tokens as max supply, and this project having 5 billion tokens as max supply is completely unjustifiable, because of the fact that they don't really need such a huge supply for any of their process, right? Which is one of the major drawbacks of this project. The only the direct effect that this project has with its extremely high max supply is the fact that it cannot actually sustain its price growth for the long term until something drastic happens. Unless a lot of people who hold this token stake it or hold it for dear life and don't sell it, that's one of the main reasoning why this project will perform well. But if that doesn't happen, then this project will sustain sideways movements as well as dumping in the mid to long term, right? Which is one of the major drawbacks of this project. And if you take a look at the tying into the max supply, the circulating supply is only 15% of the max supply. So obviously there is a huge supply of tokens in max supply, and only 15% of the tokens are in circulation, which is also quite a bit concerning because of the fact that a lot of people can easily dump their tokens if they don't have any major incentives to hold this token, and that dumping is only going to directly affect people who already hold this token, right? But again, as I said, that still does not mean that this project will not perform well, because when I started this video, I mentioned that this is a really good short to mid-term play, so it can still make you money in the short to mid-term if you play this token properly, right? So that's basically all I'm going to say. And if you scroll below, you can clearly see that, again, as I mentioned, yes, this token does have some issues. It definitely has some issues with its tokenomics, not fundamentals wise. Fundamentals wise, I feel like this project is really strong because it's offering an opportunity for people to hold their stable coins and earn passive income, that too in a really good rate, like double-digit rate of 11%, which is impressive in my personal opinion. But again, when it comes to tokenomics, there is no real actual major incentive to hold this token like the SPA tokens for the long term, because the tokens can technically get dumped into the market, which can affect the mid to long term price appreciation potential. But if you see in the short term, short to mid term at least, this token is performing extremely well. In fact, this token is at its all-time highs right now, which is also one of the reasons why I would recommend not buying this token at this stage, because if you buy it at this price point, you are definitely going to lose money because this token is going to reverse at some point, and when it reverses in price, you're going to lose a lot of money, right? So this is the best time to do some research onto this project and see if this is a project that you want to invest in, right? Again, if this project dumps or crashes extremely hard, and if you do take the time to do the research, and if you feel like you want to invest in this project, then once this token has dumped, that's the best time to invest in this project, right? But this is the best opportunity to do some research. So if you look into the price history for this project, you can clearly see that as of 26th of August 2020, this token was worth 3 cents, and then it immediately declined to less than 1 cent, being its all-time lows, and it was like this for pretty much throughout 2020 and 2021. Again, in 2021, it made some small peaks reaching as high as 2 to 3 cents per token, but it dumped down pretty easily. Nothing major until the close to the Q4 of 2021, which was when the token started rallying from 1 cent to an all-time highs of about 9 cents per token as of 17th of September 2021, before crashing down. Again, it was an unsustainable rise because it literally went parabolic, and then I think it crashed immediately after that, not even giving a lot of time for people to sell their tokens, but it was moving sideways for a bit, maybe even occasionally reaching a price of 3.8 cents per token as of 5th of December 2021. But once it reached this low point, it started going ballistically high to an all-time highs of 18 cents per token as of 18th of January 2022, and then it crashed immediately after that, and then took a breather and then went to its current new all-time highs of 22 cents per token. So this token does have potential. I think a lot of people who bought this token either realize the fact that this project is giving them a stable coin that's providing them passive income, or they are looking at the token purely as a short-term investment, thereby making some good gains in the short term, right? Regardless of what people think, this is a good project fundamentally with poor tokenomics, and for the short to mid term, if you know how to play this token properly, you can definitely make some really good gains, right? But now I suggest you to not buy this token at all, because it is at its all-time highs, and it seems like, based on the 24-hour elevation, it seems like this token is planning to go down pretty soon, which is already going to happen, and therefore if you buy this token right now, you're going to lose a lot of money and you're going to literally get wrecked, right? So again, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your money on this token, right? When it comes to the Bitcoin comparative, you can clearly see that this token was obviously initially decoupled with dollar comparative, but now it's closely coupled with the dollar comparative. The initial price of this token was 2300 satoshis per token as of 27th of August 2020. It dumped right away, reaching a low point of 31 satoshis or 29 satoshis per token. That's quite volatile throughout Q3 of 2021, and then obviously during Q4 is when this token made a new all-time highs of not new all-time highs. It made a really relative highs of about 20 2,000 satoshis per token, but then dumped down and then made an actual all-time high of the current price of about 50,000 satoshis per token, and now it's kind of like pulling back in the Bitcoin comparative, right? So the Bitcoin comparative should give an indication that the dollar comparative is also going to pull back, and I don't know if it's going to crash or if it's going to pull back for a bit before going higher even more. But this is definitely not the best time to buy this token, and I suggest you to wait till the token price reaches somewhere below the 10-cent mark, which would be a really good opportunity to buy this token, right? But again, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. When it comes to the markets itself, again, obviously this project is listed on Gateio because Gateio, being one of the most popular centralized exchange for listing low market cap gem tokens like this, as well as many other low market cap tokens, is also the place where people can make 100x 50 to 100x gains, because if you have a Gateio account and if you buy those low market cap gem tokens, you can basically simply wait for it to get listed on a major exchange such as Binance or Coinbase, and a lot of tokens that are listed on Gateio eventually end up getting listed on Binance or Coinbase, right? So which means you have a high percentage of making some really good short-term gains by just buying the low market cap gem tokens on Gateio and hodling them, right? And if you see, this is not the only exchange that this token is listed on. It's also listed on Huobi Global and FTX. So FTX is a top tier centralized exchange that doesn't really list a token just like that. They need a really strong basis to list a token. So it seems like FTX has found Sperax really valuable, right? Which is one of the reasons why they've listed this token. And it is quite interesting to see FTX listing this token, but Binance or Coinbase hasn't listed this token, which seems to suggest to me another reason why I feel like this project could make some really good short-term gains is there could be a potential Binance or Coinbase listing out in the corner, which could happen by the end of this year or maybe in the next few months. We don't know, but that's definitely a possibility because Huobi Global is also a top-tier centralized exchange. Gateio is a top-tier exchange, and FTX is also a top-tier centralized exchange, which have listed this token, thereby making this a possible candidate to get a Binance or Coinbase listing, right? Again, this is all pure speculation, but it's just my opinion, right? When it comes to decentralized exchanges, obviously, since it's an ERC20 token, you can buy this token from Uniswap version 3 on Arbitrum, and I think even on the regular Uniswap exchange version 3 as well on Ethereum. But Arbitrum is probably the best gas efficient option if you are already using Arbitrum, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has some of the best fundamentals. Very simple but much more elegant fundamental, which includes giving an opportunity for people who hold stable coins to make passive income. It's pretty simple. The tokenomics is obviously horrendous. That's the worst thing about this project, and I'm not a big fan of projects that have more than 100 million tokens as max supply, let alone billions of tokens as max supply, and the circulating supply is very low. So the circulating supply is only 15% of the max supply, which is obviously indicating that a lot more tokens will be dumped into the market, increasing the circulating supply and decreasing the price, right? But that's again something for the long term. That you can still make some good money in the short term, just like how Dogecoin and Shiba Inu pumped in the short term, whereas in the long term, a lot of people know that those are obviously like not really highly worth projects. That's why people like to dabble with them on the short term. This project is also a good short term project, thereby potentially making some really good gains, right? Currently, it's obviously the worst time to buy this token because it's already extremely at its all-time highs. But with a potential Binance or Coinbase listing around the corner, this token could potentially make some more gains, or it could dump extremely hard, which gives an opportunity for people to buy this token and then pump hard, right? So there's a lot of opportunities for making some really good gains from this token, but you need to be very careful, and it is very risky, but you need to be extremely careful before you put your money on this token, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.